playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Now back to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll go. It's Gibson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd and 7, Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Being chased out left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Escaping the pressure right. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to be taken him down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 39, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down, here's Barkley again. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Jones throwing for it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Branch. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the... Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Branch. The ball comes out. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell. Coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help them along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Azeez Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 22, Jones buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Branch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to work his way down to the 16. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Jones. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, let's get this,
Now Jones. Pass complete, Galladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Washington, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Why the gorillas, the army, the navy? When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title was mine.